mainly because of allergies. Try not to watch my mouth move while I talk. It's really distracting. Anyhow, as you can tell, we are actually in the ambulance right now. Oh. I have this recently got done taking this out here. You can see the electrical there. And I was like, hey, I haven't done a live stream, and I was going to do one tonight, so it's the night to do it. And you can see. So I was like, okay. Even though I am in my coveralls, it'd still be good to do a live. Haven't done one in a while because really I've had allergies and it's hard to talk. Tongue's been swollen a little bit. Don't know why. Yay! Someone's here. Hi. Anyhow, if you look behind me, this is the ambulance box. It's where the electrical is going to go, and I've decided to rip it out. Well, hello, kitty. There's a kitten in here. Let's see. You want to say hi? Want to say hi? Want to come say hi? Yeah, let's see. Get you guys over here to see. Warrior. I'm sure this is a warrior. It's a warrior. Anyhow, let's show you the... Oh, back outside. It's like, oh, a new hole to get out. So this used to be the little cabinet of the electrical. And I want to put the electrical on this wall right here. Hi, Craig. Oh, good. Okay. So someone I know in here. All right. But so I was going to put my electrical all along this wall. And I was going to lose like 2 to 3 inches of space and a tiny space already. And then I thought if I had this in here, I'd have to insulate around it. So I've decided to cut it out, and I'll drop in a board after I insulate the outside wall to the inside here. I'll drop a board in there to tie it into that, and it'll give us good support. Oh gosh, I hate coveralls. There's a cat on my dash. Meow meow. Yeah, you're a sweet cat thing. Anyhow, oh god, I can't. Okay, so we got light in here too. That's the other thing. I've been wanting to do a live stream in here for a while, but the lights is not good until now. How you guys been doing? Meows? I don't know if I'm not getting good connection or you guys just... Oh, wait. Nope, okay. Yeah, it's my nose. Okay, so we had the discussion a while back about how tall I was in here. This is me standing between it, and this is about eye level with no insulation in it, so a roof raise does have to be done. Although it's nice to stand up here, and when it's down here, you can't even tell. But yeah, for sure. Anyhow, it's cold here. Is it cold there? Where you guys are at? I don't know. Should ask, did you guys get a notification? Meows? I have a kitty cat. And it's a mess here. Here, I'll show you. Coming in fine there, sweet. Okay. So, I pulled off all the ambulance lights last time. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Dana got notifications. And yeah, I was telling Craig earlier that I just got done taking this out. And there used to be a big box in here where it had the oxygen tank, and I was going to make this electrical compartment. But I've kind of decided to cut it out, and the electrical compartment is going to go, oh gosh, along this wall right here after I get insulated and got this kind of built out for the ambulance. I have a very needy cat now. And this is all going to get cut out whenever I build the bed platform. I still haven't quite figured out the logistics on that one. And over here will be the toilet. So I have easy access to clean it. And of course, main door. Oh gosh. Couch table set up here. This cabinet right here may be coming out. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I may just cut half of it off and leave it in there. And sink, kitchen stuff's gonna go here, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna put a wraparound couch here or wraparound couch here with some sort of dining table in the middle of it. Meow meow. Meow meow. Very needy. Cat. Okay, I'll try this. So, how's everyone else doing? Oh, thank you. This is one of our, this is Warrior, and he is actually a, well, we don't, he's a mutt. He showed up here, and Mama had him here, and he has adopted me, but he's still my outside cat. So, he comes out, and he's the sweet one out of all of them. Oh yeah, what kind of surgery? Oh, you can almost hear the kitty cat purring. Did everyone have a good holiday? At least Thanksgiving? Ooh, that's hard. Poor kitty cat. Yeah, cats are really, you can sometimes get that. Oh, we got the other cat coming in here. Let's see. His brother is Theo. Theo is the one that doesn't like to be touched hardly ever. Warrior is the one that likes the attention all the time. And Theo, he'll come and check it out, but he won't stay long. Anyhow. I haven't been making too many videos. I really haven't been doing all that much here. I've been working on getting the bus sold, which it is sold. I am waiting to take it to the new owner, and that will be going, and hopefully things will pick up around here after that. And it's going to be cold. Yeah, I'm still holding my breath out on it because it's like, okay, they could change their mind at any moment. So, sorry, no shots. I'm trying to stop those. Kitty cat. So, and then let's see. I get a little intimidated every now and again from this project because it is quite intimidating. There must be a bunch of other live streams going on right now, actually. Saturday night seem to be the live stream nights. So, but as soon as I can get my butt in gear and stop getting over informed or over mind blown on this, I get out here and do some work. I did show you guys these. Oh, here. Oh, no. I'll show you here in a second. I got a cat needing attention. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's just a slow night tonight. They had what they call here Enid. Let's see if I can get the light so you guys aren't looking at my nose. They have what's called Enid Lights Up the Plains here, where they do a bunch of fireworks, and they have the park down the way. They have all the trees lit up right now, which is really cool. And I'd take you out there, but I'm pretty sure the camera would not work very well. It'd probably just be all kinds of noisy, like camera noise and other things. So, yeah. Not too talkative anymore. I don't know why. You guys got any questions you'd like to ask about it? Say hi. How's the temperature where you all are? Is this thing working? Okay, it's working. Okay. I should say, who all is still in the desert right now? John Chalker says, hello, 360 gal. It's John Chuck, Waterbury, Connecticut. Nice to see you tonight. How is everything with you, and how was your Thanksgiving? Happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was good, as small. I think we had family that we only see on a regular basis. It was kind of sad, actually, because normally we have big Thanksgivings and big get-togethers. But, you know, the social distancing and everyone with the COVID thing and everything like that, it's just kind of stay away from everyone so everyone stays safe. It's kind of sad because my sisters decided to not come home for Christmas. She lives up in the Pacific Northwest, and regardless of whether she thought she had it or was well protected while she's here visiting, she would have to do a 2-week quarantine and miss 2 weeks of work, and that's hard to do. And her husband wanted her to have at least a 1-week quarantine because he works at a hospital. So he didn't want to risk catching it and carrying it into the hospital. So they've decided to stay up there and quarantine, or wait until this all kinds of the vaccines out and everything like that. So. Which kind of sucks, but I know everyone else is doing the same thing to keep their loved ones safe and protected. I've been a little bit isolated here on the property in the lot, mainly because I don't go out in town, so I don't. Oh, it's raining right now. I was like, what is that noise? It's raining. But so I've been isolated here on the property because I don't go out hardly anywhere. And I'm in a city where they don't have a mask requirement, or I haven't had one. They may get one here soon. So that might be a thing. But I'll still probably stay on the property and, you know, isolate and work on this fun thing. I've been researching on how to convert it to 4-wheel drive, and I'd have to basically find a aftermarket front end 4-wheel drive unit from a 99 to 2004. What was it? F250, F350, or Explorer, and get one of them and fix it up, and then have to buy I think a Quigley spring kit for it. So all in all, I think it would be close to $6,000 to do that. I don't know if I want to do that right now, but yeah, guess I should call it a night and clean this up. You guys can hang out there a little longer. Oh gosh, it's gonna rain. It's not gonna be any good to do anything. Oh, we're supposed to have rain coming this next week soon. Okay, let's see if I can show you guys here. See the here. I can get it done right. So this was where there's no access, and I'll have to do something with that thing. I might actually, let's see, I might integrate that to my fresh air intake, because I know I was going to put my air filter system here along with my air conditioning system, so I might integrate. That'd be a lot easier than drilling a hole too. Integrate that into a fresh air intake, and I could have my filter right behind the door there and put it. I still haven't quite figured it out. I tore into my air conditioner box right there, and I tore into enough that I know I can tie it in line with the air filter system here, so I could have AC while I was going down the road, or have AC from a separate AC system, like on the back of the ambulance. I was going to put the coil for the AC on the back of the ambulance here. I was going to do, I think, let's see if I can show you guys. So I think right here, if I can not see the door but have the door open and create a little shelf back here for a generator and an AC unit up here, and then I was going to run me a bar. I was going to run me a bar after the roof raise up here, and I'm thinking maybe I can do that on both sides, get it where it's just barely open enough but close enough, and I can have a little hanging chair up here. So I might. I was also going to put the spare tire back here, the bumper back here. All future plans. I like that. I think that's going to be a good improvement to everything. I'm going to kill the light in here so I can do it. The rain, there's no point in doing it. All right, noise, look. Oh, gosh. I hate shocking myself. I didn't shock myself that time. I have shocked myself, and 110 is not to get shocked by. A little hard. Loud. All right. Practicing my welds, I've gotten 2 welds hold. Well, my welds held really well. I had one break. See if I'm flipping around here. So this random weld, this one was pretty. That one I got the metal bend before the weld broke. Actually, the weld hadn't broke yet. That one was just playing with it. Thinner, thicker material, thinner material. That was a fun weld. That one went right through it. So yeah, and yeah, so TIG's interesting. TIG is a very interesting way of welding. I actually like it better than regular welding because it's cleaner and I don't have as much splatter mess to mess with. Let's see if I can pull this off. These are the things I have pulled out. Let's see if I can do that. That's the one going high, and it was about as tall. I could stand up straight up in them. So there's a lot of it still left in there that I haven't cut out, but I'm going to keep the metal to recycle for later use. So, oh, hey, there they are. I don't know why my comments don't show up anymore. I'll get it eventually. I'll remember that they're not showing up. Hang on, I'm going to take a second and read these. Oh, God, that's loud. Okay, let's see. Hi from Louisiana. Hope your Thanksgiving was great. Rain here. Oh, hello. It's pretty good, actually. Nice day in the middle of Iowa. All right, sweet. John Walker. Connecticut. I can't see the name or the face. My phone's too small, but John from Kennett. Yeah, I can't even talk right now. You're doing the light up the towns. Sweet, sweet. Friend. Okay. 61 degrees in Mississippi. Oh, coast. Mississippi coast. Ooh, that's nice. I'm jealous right now. 61 degrees. It's cold here. It's supposed to be cold and rainy come next week. Oh, God, that's horrible light. Donna said, good to see you chatting. Waterbury, Connecticut. And my name is John Chalk. Loyal subscriber. Yeah, John, I'm sorry. I butcher names and I have a hard time reading stuff sometimes, so I apologize. And yeah, cool. I'm glad you're here. And don't take that as me being weird. I have a hard time reading and I have a hard time seeing, so I apologize for it. I am glad you're here though, and you're communicating with me. I am going to Quartzsite anytime soon. Oh, am I going to Quartzsite? Quartzsite's kind of out there right now. I wish I was actually going to Quartzsite right now, but I wish there was a way I could do an interactive video chat with everyone. It's so much better than reading everyone's comment. Not that I'm complaining about the comments, but it's. I can remember things that happened mechanically 10 years ago, but me reading comments is like horrible, and I butcher everything so badly, and I feel so bad about it. But there's not much I can do about it. Okay. But Quartzsite's not happening for probably a year. I wish it was happening this year, but it depends on the bus. and that's going away soon. Once that's gone, I hope to be moving a lot faster on it, but everything's kind of up in the air right now until that's gone. Hey, Jody. Jody, you weren't here earlier, or were you here earlier? Or I took out a pocket where my electrical compartment was going to be to rebuild it later, so I can build better supports for the bed platform that's going to hang out above the cab. So I pulled that out earlier. I have to switch devices. Be back in a bit. Okay. Craig Turbot, F350 for a swap out. Is that a straight swap out, Craig? Texas in the house, cool and rainy here. All right, sweet. All right, now we're back up and caught up to everything. Hopefully we don't lose any track on that. We probably will, and we'll. Seems like it's always something along that line. So, anyhow, this. Did I show you guys the attic space? Well, yeah, I did because I was in here. I know I did because the whole ceiling that's missing up there, and I started the tear out process, and yeah, it is what it is. I stopped on that because it was going to be too much work. Yeah, I think I did actually tell you. And the table here is some sawhorses here with a piece of old 2x or sheet plywood on it and all that fun stuff. Yeah, not much going on here. I wish I could say there was more. And still trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out if I should make one of these out of brass or make another one out of aluminum. This is the. They sell them. They might sell these on. Well, anyhow, it's a porthole and it's at least 12 inches across. And I was going to go with a brass, but after reading further about aluminum and brass and copper interactions, apparently it has a horrible interaction between copper and aluminum to a point that if you have salt water and copper sitting on aluminum, it'll actually eat a hole right through it rather fast. So I might just get me some more of these cheap vintage style names I can't think of right now. Portholes. And get me a couple of them in there and have a couple of them as an accent point and see about maybe doing something along the lines of was it the dyeing process that you dye aluminum with. The God, my brain's not working anymore. I apparently need to go eat something. That quickly uses the F350 stock parts for their four-wheel drive builds. Huh. Well, I was looking at the weight. The weight on mine is. I'm gonna take you guys inside here. This. Hang on, I gotta grab this. I have to kill some lights. It's gonna get dark for a second. By the way, those that light is an LED light from Atwood's, and it's a 2,000 lumen for only $14. I'm gonna kill myself with the things in here. And so it. So it's spray paint portholes to look like you want it to appear. Yeah, it could. I just want Linda, I just want the portholes to wear well, and I don't want to deal with too much paint. So I was thinking about maybe anodizing them, anodizing aluminum. All right, now we're in nice warm temps. I need like a third hand to hold it up here, so I can just kind of do whatever. I was gonna build a little thing, 3D print something where I can hold it on my get a first person view for whenever I do the cutting and everything, but I haven't got that far yet. Really have time to keep up with the videos. Oh god, you guys don't need to see what's back there anyhow. So all right, let's see if you can see the comments. Donna, good night. Yeah, it's dinner time. That's for the 1-ton vans, but you don't know about the E450 builds. Yeah, I just know that that's what it says. All E series use the same build out on the Quicklys. They said though, if you have the diesel engine, they can't do the spring conversion for it, so you have to do a leaf spring kit for it. Styling in my coveralls, they're not really that good looking actually, but gosh, I keep showing you the closet. You don't need to see it in there. There's nothing of value in there, well, other than a big mess. But it's cold out there. But yeah, I should say I had more done, but most of my stuff I've been doing is research on 4-wheel drive and part numbers. And oh, hey, you guys might like this. I can't show you the whole thing. Well, maybe I can show you part of it. I don't want my VIN on the internet. Not that it really matters, but okay. So I broke down the VIN the other day to see what the VIN said about the truck, and let's see if I can find it. Mark this page. Make sure there's nothing important here that I show everyone. But ever since I actually got lucked out and found my the actual maintenance rig here, let's see if I can do it. This is the actual maintenance, the mechanics maintenance book for this rig, but it has a complete breakdown of everything that's in the VIN. So if you have a VIN number, it'll tell you where it's at and what this number is referenced to. So let's see if we can get it on the right page. That's why I like real mechanics books, because they have all the information. I'll tell you everything about it. So yeah, so like you'll have the VIN number here, and it'll say 1. So this set of numbers on your VIN tells you what kind of vehicle it is. So let's see. Let me see if I can find my VIN. Part of my VIN. Anyhow, my table's not entirely secure, but with your VIN, you can pretty much find out everything you need to about your vehicle. Let's see. So 1FD. So mine starts out with 1FD. And if we go down to 1FD, tells you the Ford Motor Company Canada Incomplete Vehicle. Wait, is that right? No, Ford FD. I know I've seen something that says a FT. Oh, wait. I had it written down those in the USA. So let's see. 4FD. There you go. Why is there 2 4FD? Oh, that's 2FD. So we have a 1FD, which means it's a Ford Motor Company Incomplete, made in the USA. So that is interesting. And we'll go through and let's see. The second one is supposedly the brakes, but I don't know how accurate that is. So the fourth pin is the vehicle brake type and gross vehicle code. All vehicles are use hydraulic brakes. So we can look down here and what it should be. Oh, I might have some guests coming soon. That will be good. I'll have to text them here in a second. Let's see. We know the vehicle is roughly 14,050 pounds. So we should be able to find the brake reference to 14,050 pounds. So if I can find it here. Well, there's a lot going on here. Where's the X at? Okay, there must be another page. So there we go. Oh, there's an X. And let's see. There's another X. 5,000. There's a 6 here. This would be an RV cutaway. I don't know where the one for this one is, but we'll just say 14,050 pounds is a Ecoline RV cutaway dual rear wheels. Ecoline commercial cutaway. So it should be in 6. It's not a 6, it's something else, but it should be a 6 there. I don't know why they have it off, but that would tell me what brakes and the weights of it by your VIN. And this the third set of numbers, or what would this be? The position 5 through 7 indicates vehicle's line, series, and body type. So we'll call F21 as their example here. What is ours? E40. So we're looking for an E40. And so books are nice. Books are great, actually. E40. Wait, did I miss it? And I'll look around you guys here for a second, see if I can see it. It might be on the next page. Ah, there we go. Ecolines. So Ecoline 40, or E40 is Ecoline E450 RV cutaway. And okay. Thank you, Linda. All right, so it's an E450. The only reason I know it's an E450 is part of the VIN number, plus it has a brake cylinder that's only done in E450s. So, and of course, all the other options. And let's see. The description of operation continues. The 9th is a VIN position is a check digit. Okay, I don't know what a check digit is, so I did that. And then the next digit is, how is it? 10th position VIN is the model year code. So if it's an X, it's a 1999. All right, Craig. See ya later. And the last one's whatever that is. Oh, the 11th pin is the assembly plant code, and mine happened to be, I think, an X, but let's see. Ah, it's an H. Okay. So H. Loren, Ohio? Wait, is that right? Loren, Ohio. So with all that information regarding the VIN number, you can actually look it up if you had the right book. This is the breakdown of the vehicle code. Without crawling underneath and seeing the transmission, I was able to find out that I had a, let me do it here because I do this with all my vehicles that I buy brand new that I'm going to do a lot of work on. The bus, I had it all down. I knew all of it, but I don't know where all that paperwork. Basically, it has the wheelbase. This one I think I can share with you guys. Let me pull it out here. It doesn't have anything important on it, I don't think. So it has the wheelbase, or where is it? Okay, paint code. We're not into the paint code. Lynn, yes, I did get a new rig. I got an ambulance. It is a very nice little ambulance. And I'm actually going to do another build out. The bus is actually sold now. I just got to get it down and get all that fun stuff figured out. And we was actually going through the vehicle stickers that are on the inside of the door. You have all those numbers there. And this is kind of what the numbers tell you. Well, thank you. Thank you, for sure. And, yeah. So, anyhow, I'm not going to go through completely about this, but basically it's a, the wheelbase is how wide it is. I think that's how many inches. Yeah, I think it's inches. I'm not sure. It's about 8 foot wide. And let's see, the brake code, which I don't even know what the brake code is. No, it goes straight to radio code to the other. But it has the interior trim color, which if you need a new trim, you can get that. The radio, the type of radio, which is a 9, which comes down to the code of an AM FM cassette, which is cool. And it has the axle code, which is a 410 gear non-limited slip F350 narrow frame Ecoline dual rear wheels. So it has an F350 on it. Doris. I kind of hope I'm saying your name right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really, like I said, I'm bad with names. Great with mechanical, but bad with names. My family's doing okay. We're doing well. What'd you say? Is that dog fart heart? I hope not. If it is, oh well. Okay, I'll whatever. I have no clue, buddy. I have no clue. Okay, anyhow, transmission code. It's a 4-speed automatic overdrive. It's a 4R100 F series, and the spring is an Ecoline code, and that's what I got. Hey, Nomadic Rat Pack. It's been a while, actually. We're going through the vehicle codes on the book of what the vehicle is and kind of the information you can find it. I've been in this book like 3 or 4 times. But this one's designed for the frame and the engine and everything and the brakes and all the fun stuff. I was actually using it to figure out kind of the 4-wheel drive system. It even comes with this lovely, troubleshooting, tells you how to do it, like if you use a mechanic at the actual place. You've been watching for 10 minutes and you wouldn't chat? Oh, you couldn't chat. It's okay. You're fine. You're totally good. Okay. So, yeah. So, that's been my... Oh, God, my nose is just... That's been what's kind of been going on with me. That, and I need a... Oh, hey. I did show you... No. Did I? Okay, hey. I don't know if I showed this last time, but please, if I did... let me get it kind of switched around. Okay. All right, there you go. All right. I can't see too much of that information. But this is the weight of my rig as it sits empty right now. I did this the other day. There's me and another person. Art was in there, so there's probably 400 pounds. Not 400 pounds. 200 to 300 pounds added to the weight there. Carmen Brew. Carmen. Well, hello, Carmen. I'm sorry. Like I said, names and me reading them out. For some reason, I keep trying. But so my front axle is 4,040 pounds. My drive axle is 5,360 pounds. And yeah, all right. All right, so I get the weight figured out for it, so I can know kind of how much the max weight is 1,000 or 14,050 pounds. So I have roughly close to like 5,000 pounds to play with on the build out. So I'm gonna keep this build out kind of light. And nose, I know, no nose looking up. But so the foam over fiberglass method is probably going to be how I make the walls. I'm still trying to figure out how to laminate or find some laminated wood to put on it. Some really pretty stuff and some live edge stuff that I'm going to have in there and some other interesting stuff. But, all in the plans until it's done. It's not really happening until it's done, right? So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, last week I bought a 2008 shuttle bus, passenger low miles. We actually, it got seats for 12 and 2 wheelchairs with the list on it. So are you changing out your rig, Rat Heck? You gonna do it, Joe? I have a question at the moment, or at. I trust to be blue. In your chat, I see you have not got a monitor. I do not have a monitor right now. I don't know where all my monitors went. Do you want one? Here. There, you got a rat. You can keep track. Or a wrench. At least you should have a wrench now. So, yeah. Computer's been slow. It actually has been really slow. But, I think it's because the graphics cards they have a new graphics card out now. And so I've noticed that anytime a new phone comes out or a new graphics card and you're only about a year into your graphics card or something, they do an update and it really slows down a lot. So I figure here in about 2 or 3 months, when the newness is wore off, it'll actually speed back up for the second people that want to buy the old graphics card. But that's just part of the thing that goes on. So videos will be 4K whenever I do 360, and 5K is just not happening right now. So, hello from Occulanta, Florida. So where is that? Well, hello, Sharon. So bad. Yes, we have changed rigs. We are going to pull a 2007 26-foot travel trailer with a slide out with a shuttle bus because the motorhome is taking longer than we thought. I bit off more than I could chew. I kind of wonder if I've done the same thing with the ambulance, but we'll get there. I see the actual roof raise in sight that I've been kind of promising for like the last 6 months, and it just didn't happen. But I gotta itch my nose. Hang on, I'm gonna put you guys up here. You guys look at the photo while I itch my nose, so you guys don't see me itch my nose. So the roof raise is within sight. I think maybe, I don't know. It depends. I got to figure out a compound that I can use to stick the siding to the aluminum without doing a bunch of tack welds. So I was going to do some sort of epoxy compound that should stick it together. Once I have that kind of figured out, and I've been practicing my welding with the TIG, which may or may not actually end up being a good thing or not, we'll decide. And I've figured out how I can do the roof raise, use some bolts to help support the system, and weld it in place so I have double the protection. So not only do I have the roof raise and the extra in there, but I'll have a few moments or a few spots all the way around where I'll have a bolt holding it together. So if I have a weld that does not hold as well, I will still be able to be safe and secure in there should anything happen to the weld, because I'll have a bolt in its place holding it in its spot. So it'll be my backup from my backup kind of thing. Motorhome will get done. It's just too hard to work on outside in Oregon with these winters. Yeah, it's cold up there. Welcome, Chelan, Florida. Nice. Sounds nice here of the time. Yana, sorry I'm late. From Vancouver. Hi, y'all. Hi. You're in Vancouver? It's cold up there. Very cold. But it's good, though. It's good that you're here. So, yeah. For whatever reason, I had a lot to say, and whenever I start these live streams, I don't have much to say. I don't know why. I might have some more guests coming up this way, though. Oh, wait. Oh yes, I'll have some guests soon. Hopefully, we'll see about that soon. Make a list of topics will help. You know, I had a list of topics, but they'll get sidetracked. Um, yeah, I should have a list. Let me see if I can find my list now, because I had a list. Make notes. Yes, notes are good. It's okay. You still look good. Michelle, sounds like you got a lot of work ahead of you on the ambulance. Yes, I did. I have a lot of work. I keep my welding tungstens. I keep a bunch of them. I'm actually almost out of air, so I'm about to go in. But I keep, if you can see, dipping them into the aluminum. So I have to get me some device that will actually help me get them clean a lot faster. Let's see. Seems like when you're doing this, you always have a ton of information and a ton of stuff laying around to help you. Now I'm going to look for my notes for topics to talk about here for the last 15 minutes. I was doing a rough breakdown of the price of what's it going to cost me to do the build out. I'm not really going to come out ahead from the bus, I don't think. By the time it's all said and done, I will be close to as much as I get for the bus. Only 47? Well, I'm actually a little jealous. We're going through a cold front right now, so I've been working out with the. I remember what I was going to ask you guys. Let's see. Let me see if I can doodle this out real quick. Okay, I'm going to. I just remember. Did you find a buyer for the bus? Yes, I did. This weekend I will be taking it down there and we'll be doing the exchange. The biggest thing is they have high risk people that they're worried about, so we're trying to do the exchange in such a way that we can swap the title, get the finances, and everyone feels happy and keep the social distancing going on. So, and they can't get away from work that often, so I will be driving it about 6 hours, 5 hours down to where I'm dropping it off, and then have someone follow me down there and then drive it back. So that will be fun. I'm very happy that it's sold, so it's not sitting there and not being driven, because you know most vehicles do better whenever they need to be driven. Here. I just. Oh gosh. Hey. Just realized I can do this. Been in this room forever and. There. Now you can't see everything that's going in there. Okay, so my question for the great hive mind or the great wonderful everyone in YouTube land. So I'm gonna flip you guys around here and try to do this. So I have the. Did you find a buyer for the yes? Good plans for the bus. Yes, good plans for the bus, and they know what they're getting into on on vehicles too. And I'm very happy because they've done their research. So let's see, and if I can do this. We have the ambulance here, and the hood, and the thing, and the flat thing, and we're gonna do this, and this is gonna be an ugly drawing. Sorry, it won't be completely right. Should start a little lower, but when I hope the cell does go good. Whenever I raise the roof of the ambulance, it's gonna be up here in the crazy spot, but I'm gonna have basically the bed is gonna come out there, and I'll have a little space here because I don't want it tying to it, but it may end up still tying to it. I had to have some way of it designed, and I was debating on how I wanted the front to look. So if you guys see the design there, I was just curious. We'll call this one A. We'll do another one down here. Oh god, it's so horrible drawing. And call this one B. That's driving into the other one. I should have thought of this better, but so, or maybe we should do. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do the angle up front. So horrible design, but let's see. Which one do you guys like better? You guys like the? Yeah, I'm glad I got it sold too, Jody. A, B, and C. Which one do you like better as far as the side profile of the roof overhang? A would probably, and C would, A would probably give me the most room. B would definitely look a lot better. But aerodynamics B would be a lot harder to do because to do B, oh wait, why did I lose some light? Sorry. To do B, if I can draw here, I'd have to do something with a cut in it because I don't have a welder. I'll hold you guys up here and do a cut and do a weld here, and then do another cut and do another weld here, and then do however high I do with B. It's all going to have some sort of weld, and then that would go up. I have to do a weld here, so that creates a weak point in the system if I decide to weld. Okay, so D. What's D? All the above? Oh God, that helps me none. A looks more comfortable. But yeah, I thought A would be a much better one for a bed. The biggest thing is you wouldn't have that much into the room here. And this is totally not to scale, but basically I figured I'd have roughly from here to the top, I'd have 3 feet to have my bed in there to the top of it. Plus, I have a little loss in insulation, so it's not going to be that tall. To give you an example of this, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a mess. Don't judge the mess. But I've been using a shelving for storage slash an idea of height. So I'm going to show you the height here. Don't judge a mess or anything else in there. So okay, so this is my bed right now, and this is one of the storage shelves. I have it held up with a couple boards because I didn't have any furniture whenever I moved in. But from about here to about here is about 2 feet. 3 feet would put it up right about here, which I guess it'd be about here by the time we get insulation. So if you can imagine this as one big box here, that would be roughly the height above the bedroom, above the cab area I'd have. That's why I don't want to go too much smaller or lower than where I'm at with it. Okay, enough looking at my bed and my mess. But so yeah, sometimes it helps us to talk stuff out so you can hear what's going on. Let's see. Do one with the airfoil on the front like an airplane wing, so at 88 miles an hour it'll lift the front of the vehicle and won't be so heavy on the road. Wait, isn't that the time machine speed? Isn't that when I go back in time? It's 88 miles an hour? I wanted to put a flux capacitor in mine. I haven't figured out how, but I might have one in my electrical compartment before too long. Go back in time. Got to go feed the kittens. Have a good week. Thank you, Linda. I'll see you. Hi, Christopher. Linda, pet the kitties for me. Would I be able to sit up? I don't know, actually. If I do a 2-foot roof raise, which is I've been planning for 2 feet, it puts my overall height without the lift as it sits at about 11 feet. It gives me basically a foot inside the cab, but that's not, it'll give me just enough room to walk around in there. So I could go up 2'6", maybe, but then I'm pushing it and I'll be as tall as a bus is. And I don't think it would be really good to have as tall as a bus. Michelle, have you thought about tapering the front taper down to lower the rear, to lower in the rear at where your solar panels would already be angled? I'm thinking about what you're saying. Give me a second here. So you mean taper it down where I can put the panels on so it's already angled towards the sun? I'm thinking that's what you're saying. The actual plan is with the solar panels. If I can find it in here that I didn't draw on something that I shouldn't have. The plans with the solar panels are bat wings. Makes no sense. It sounds horrible too when I say it out loud. But so I'm gonna draw you a profile here, and this is here I'll show you here. I won't make you suffer through my drawing. But so we'll draw out the front of the RV overhang, and then this. I need to find some new mirrors for this one because I hate the mirrors that are on the van. Next video that's going to come out after this one, now that I've done this one online, it'll probably actually come out before this one, is tail swing. That was a fun one to do, actually. So, okay. Panels going to be here. This is totally not to scale, by the way. You guys do see it, it is not to scale. And your actuators, and basically, okay. So, sorry guys, it's there. So basically, the panels are going to be sitting up here like this with a separation on it. I have a linear actuator that can push them out. I have a hinge joint here and a hinge joint down here. And basically, I'll push it out this way and get them kind of give me a bat wing, I guess. That's not a proper way of saying it, but basically, it'll give me two shades on either side of the rig, and this is totally overextenuated of what it is. But what it gives me is a place to hold, put the panels out, and it lets me have a deck up there and cover my ceiling with solar panels. But that's more to come, I guess. It also gives me a little shade on the side. Yeah. Anyhow, so that's the panels. I have lost the thing. Okay, tapering fun. You build it exciting. Can't wait for it to be done so you can come visit. Yes, I will come visit, Christopher. No, that would be too. You think it? Well, I mean, the image, Jody, is actually a little bit bigger, but I don't think it's going to be too top heavy if that's what you're referring to. Oh no, you're talking about the roof rate. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind here. 3 feet's a lot of height to add to something. I'm hoping to keep it around 11 feet, so if I do a 4-wheel drive conversion on it, I can keep the height low. So if I get a roof raise or the lift kit on it, add 6 inches, and the tires add so much, I don't want to go over 12 feet ever. Yes, giant bedroom over the front, tapering down to the lower in the rear with great standing handrails too. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about a big old giant airfoil, basically, look, as you're going down the road. Sharon, very similar to Panda. Not so much, I mean, she had a really good idea there with the side panels because in the wintertime, the sun's so low in the desert, you actually get a good amount of power like that. So I was toying around with the idea of making them adjustable so I could change the angle of it, but it really, basically in the wintertime, it'd come back to the point that only one set of panels would get power. and I'd have basically only 1,000 watts getting power from direct sun. I plan on doing 2,000 watts. I don't know if that's actually going to be the actual voltage that I end up with because I'm going with lithium, and so I may not actually end up needing that much power. Pretty cool idea from Christopher's. When he first showed the panels, I thought it was a panel stack so that the set coming over the side would reveal a second set underneath the roof. I thought about that, but I really like having a roof deck on there. And I'm still debating on getting a sunroof and putting it in there. A really like a skylight and right above the bathtub. And it sounds so horrible. But I want a bathtub in there, and I was gonna put the skylight right above the bathtub, and so we'll visit that when we get there. But I would like to do that. No, I was talking about being as tall as a bus. Okay, so you're talking about, yeah, it would add a lot of weight being as tall as a bus. But all the water tanks, all the batteries, all the everything that is vital to the living in the vehicle off grid will be in the subfloor at the floor level. So I won't have, I'll keep that weight just on top of the frame, so it should help with that. Yes, like an airfoil, like an airplane wing. Uh, Nomadic rat hack. Yes, like an airplane wing. Yeah, I like having my deck, but it's not gonna be a wood deck. The best thing I can tell you about this build is getting built like a boat, if that makes any sense at all. Basically, I'm gonna get what they call quickie grip or something like that. It's designed for the top of hull sailboats, so you can walk around on the top of the sailboat. So I was gonna have my deck be the top of the vehicle, and the solar panels were gonna double as kind of a second roof for uh, day travel, and then I could move them out at night and have them as a night travel, or even have shade or rain shade on it. It was kind of a all-in-one type thing. So, but that's a lot of work from now till then. I may say, I am tired of sitting here. I just want to go travel. So that is also a possibility. But we'll see once I get closer and closer being done. The other thing is the bed's actually going to be a little offset by about 3 inches from the actual edge of it, because I want to have that space for the solar panels bar to go up to the solar panels and hinge from there versus doing a straight hinge, because instead of doing it, if I do a straight hinge, the panels are going to come out straight, which is still a possibility. But if I have a hinge down low, it's going to tilt the panel slightly too. Johnny's got it. Got what? Anyhow, okay, everyone's got it. Okay, sweet. Yeah, we got it. Anyhow, so that's the simplest way I can keep the panels up there and have them move out of the way and access to the deck. The panels, I just don't want to risk cracking a panel while I'm walking up there if I have the panels as a deck up there. So, future plans. I don't want power to ever be a problem on this rig. Actually, I've been toying around with the idea of putting a little watt meter on the outside and a plug-in so anyone can plug in and, get free power or cheap power. But that's a long ways away. Rebuilding my electrical system after being in the bus is quite a bit. Oh, what's this? I'm in the process of putting so many panels on the roof of the trailer at the moment, or AMD. The van, I wouldn't need to tilt them ever. Almost 3 kilowatts. That's the plan. I don't even know if I need to tilt the ones on the ambulance. I could just do a straight slide out and not have them, but I also kind of want to have it as a rain shield when it's raining. So if I have a slight taper down, it should let the rain fall off too. trying to find my list of stuff that I was going to talk about. Don't even need that. Oh, Tish is talking now too. So many notes in it. I still don't even know the actual layout that I'm going to do with it. That's interesting. This has been following me around for a while. Those notebooks you have that you have your fuel and everything else, how much you do. This one I've been using for building and book for a while. Anyhow, all right, let's see. What are we missing here? I found panels that are about the cheapest point of good solar system. There's a place down south that has $70 a panel for 270 watts. Or 250 watts for $70. I thought about doing those, but I really want a certain size of panel that will fit on the roof. And the newer 100 watts are a lot smaller, so they will fit in the space a lot better. So that's it. I'm looking forward to doing the electrical. It's been kind of annoying to do the electrical. I keep looking up at the electrical. I get the what's it called? The surge arrestor in. So hopefully it'll stop having surge problems that burn up parts of my vehicle, mainly my charge converter. So that should be good, but I'm looking forward to having that in because the sooner I have that in, the sooner I have an off-grid able vehicle that's safe. I was also thinking, and this is a little bit on the, how can I say this? There's no good way to say it. So, EMPs, and a little bit on the paranoid side as far as EMPs goes. But, so I think that there's a company that sells an EMP thing for your vehicle to keep it safe from EMP, being that my vehicle's all electric, and if there's ever any sort of EMPs, ground flare, or anything like that, I was trying to figure out a way to protect it because the bus was all mechanical, so it wouldn't have any problems with it. And the best I can figure is this spark or surge arrestor is the same thing they sell for like $200 online because it's in a little electrical box and it just has a couple lights that tell you it's working. And it's like, if this thing works how it's supposed to, because the surge arrestor, all it does is has a diode that keeps the voltage at a certain level, and if it goes above that level, it actually engages a mechanism that allows voltage to pass at a higher voltage, and it basically shorts off the lead so you don't have the surge going through your equipment. So it shorts it out, protects the equipment down the line, and that's how the surge arrestor works. I'm also pretty sure that's how the RV style ones that they charge $200 are and do. So, okay. Pneumatic rat pack says 325 watts, 33 volts, 170 new. Here, 24 volt LiPo battery bank, 3,000 watt inverter. That looks nice. Yeah, I was gonna actually upgrade mine to 3,000 watts, and then dial back the charge converter on the Ames inverter, because for the most part the Ames inverter, I'm getting messages now. She's doing something. Okay, sorry. The Ames inverter, I had a problem with the charge converter on the 2,000 watt and the transfer switch. So I went to a independent transfer switch, a 50 amp transfer switch, and then this is an example of one, but this is actually my old one. Let me see if I can get it uncovered here because it's covered in a bunch of stuff. But oh gosh, it's like a Power Max. We're gonna get here. I'm sorry, you guys shouldn't be looking at me that close. It's a Power Max 55 amp. I think, yeah, this one's 55 amp. And you just plug it in and it goes into the DC side. And I have a 100 amp in the bus right now, and that's going with the bus. So the 100 amps going with the bus. The 50 amp, 55 amp that I thought was bad is on my workbench. And I'm using it as a temporary power supply for testing circuits in here before I drop it in the bus. So that keeps frying. I've had two of them fry, but basically the Ames inverter, pure sine wave inverter, works great. It's all the extra stuff that broke on me. And do a long process of shipping it getting broken shipping and voided the warranty. They wouldn't work on it, and I was very annoyed at it, but it's still the best inverter for the price that you can get into the low frequency pure sine wave inverter range. So I was going to go with they had a better review with the 3000 watt UL listed, um, that's designed for RVs and such. They had a higher rating with that, but I was going to drop the charge voltage or the charge amperage in half. So even if the electronics are not up to par, it should still be able to handle half the power going through it. So it shouldn't cause as many problems down the road, I hope. If not, there's always a possibility of dropping the Power Max in there and doing it that way. The biggest thing regarding the electrical system right now for me is lithium is new to me. I have not done much with lithium, so lithium's going to be its own thing. But I need to actually build a little mock-up thing and play with the solar and lithium. And then going with 2,000 watts at a 12 volt range, it's going to cost. I'm going to have to get two. I'm either Outback MPPT or Midnight Solar MPPT, and in parallel run two of them so I can run all the power I need off them. But I don't know if you guys are hearing that noise. I'm sure you are, but there's not much I can do about it. So that will be my solar setup, and then because it's going to be a high voltage DC power system setup, I'm going to have to do a lot more safety stuff in there than what I would with a 12 volt that's running in parallel, just because high voltage DC is incredibly dangerous. And most people don't deal with it, but because you got those solar connections that you can plug in and unplug. But I will probably have it as nice as a relay and the breaker panel box and everything else with another surge arrestor on it and some of the other stuff going on it. So, and that will come out, I'm sure, eventually whenever I get it. Let's see, pneumatic rep pack. I'm trusting will house that I can run parallel charge controllers. I will have a back off to a kilowatt or spend a lot of money on a better charge controller. And yes, we hear the noise. Okay, you do hear the noise. 2-2. Oh. Where's the 2-2? 2-2s? Okay. And run parallel charge controls. I haven't watched too much of his stuff. I know enough that I like the Valence batteries because I can get them for roughly $560 lithium used that are only like 90 cents. Sharon Pools. Enjoy the visit. Take care. Safe travels. And later. See ya. Glad you came by. And I'm sorry I'm not really smiling much. I bit my lip like 2 weeks ago and it still hasn't healed up. It's part of the reason I didn't do a live stream last week between allergies and bit the top of my lip. It kind of hurts. So, and tonight I'm having a little bit of tongue swelling, so it makes it weird. So yeah. Yeah. No, my brain has been thoroughly downloaded onto the internet now. I think I'm going to call it now unless anyone has anything they would like to say, ask. No? Not that I really know everything. I just know build outs, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now I can say I know welding, some other stuff. So you're fine. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm glad you all stopped by to visit. I was glad having you there. Just the solar forms could fry my brains. The solar formulas could fry your brain. I will challenge. Well, yeah. The formulas are interesting enough. If you want formulas, I got books around here for formulas. But what's more interesting is the sheet metal formula. If you've ever seen the bending curves and figuring out how much metal a bend's going to take up and where it's going to be at, that is fun. It makes your brain harder. But what's worse is the math I'm going to have to do whenever I do the bathtub, the wood bathtub, which 14 in the house. 14 degrees in the house? Anyhow, I'm going to call it, some solar formulas seem like black magic. I would recommend looking at Ohm's Law and going from there. And Ohm's Law is a good base to start at for the electrical stuff and the solar information. And by the way, when they tell you the max power output of the solar, that's the max power that you can possibly get from the solar panel. Doesn't mean it's going to be average. I look at about half of what you get average from what they say. Probably about 75 to 80%, and then down from there. And on cloudy days, you only get about 10% of what the solar rating is for the panel. So by going to 2,000 watts, I should get 200 amps or 200 watts on a cloudy day. And that's kind of more cloudy days in a lot of places I want to go because I want to do winter time camping in this rig. So I have to make everything for cold, cloudy weather. So, all right, I'm going to go. I'm glad you all came. I'm glad I got to visit Leona. Good night. Catch you next week. Hope it's not going to get good. Yes. Hopefully next week I'll be on. Like I said, we'll see. Hopefully stuff will start moving on. Next weekend I am going to be out of town delivering the bus, so I may or may not be on because I, drove like 12 hours in one day, which is a lot of driving. I already fried one solar controller playing around. I hooked up the 12-volt battery when it was set up for 24. Ooh, ouch. Safe travels. Okay, guys. I will see you later. Bye.